Edward Lawrence asked the White House if the American dream is out of reach for a lot of people. Roll tape.
Is the American dream out of reach for a lot of Americans now?
So, Ed, I appreciate the question, and I hear what you're saying. And look, the president understands that Americans are struggling right now to pay for their rent, to buy a home, and we get that. That's why the president took action some time ago, early in his administration. But the president also understands that there's more work to be done, but he has taken an action.
You're saying eventually prices will come down, and then what's the time frame?
No, what I'm saying is the president has taken action, and we have seen 1.7 million housing units are being built. Affordable housing units are being built. There's more work to do.
Okay. The American dream needs more work. The gentleman on the right-hand side of the screen is John Lonski. He is an economist. John, I want to look for the root cause of this crisis. And I'm going to start with my opinion. I think it's inflation and that you cannot build affordable housing. That's the problem we have in housing. What say you?
That is a great starting point. It is inflation, not only as it relates to housing. My goodness, home prices are so very high relative to the median income. It's also a case of where high prices are eroding the purchasing power of a dollar. They're eating up the savings of the average American, so that those that have yet to purchase a home can't possibly afford to buy one. And I would add, what's making matters worse is that we don't seem to be developing the same type of job opportunities, the same type of productivity, opportunities to improve living standards that we did in the past.
Is there any hope in the reasonably near future of mortgage rates falling, say, below 6%? Any chance of that?
No, unless, unfortunately, we experience or suffer a recession. I think the only way that you are going to get that 10-year Treasury yield down by more than a percentage point, and with that, the 30-year mortgage yield would fall by more than a percentage point, is by way of a recession that would include a sharply lower federal funds rate. I don't see that happening anytime soon, but to be perfectly honest with you, we have enough imbalances in this economy that the only way that we can normalize this economy is by way of an economic downturn.
Well, that's not what we want to hear, but that's the way you see it, and we appreciate the truth. Thanks very much, John Lonski. See you again real soon.